The solar system's largest planet, Jupiter, is so big that it more than doubles the collective mass of all the other planets combined. In reality, Jupiter cannot host life as humans know it. The atmosphere circulates with hydrogen, helium, and ammonia. Here's what would happen if Jupiter suddenly exploded. Watch this video fully to get satisfied. The large gas giant, the fifth planet from the Sun, moves quickly for its size. It takes just 10 hours to complete an axis rotation, the fastest planet in our solar system. As the third brightest thing in our solar system, you can see Jupiter with a naked eye. But what would happen if one day Jupiter exploded suddenly? Jupiter exploding is another scenario entirely. The energy an exploding Jupiter released would devastate Earth. You can imagine that when something so huge blows, the consequences become dire. And you'd be correct. This would be the most horrific sci-fi movie ever. Gamma rays from the eruption could reach the Earth within 36 minutes. If the detonation occurred from Jupiter's center, its hydrogen and methyl would infiltrate throughout the solar system, causing shockwaves. Additionally, all sorts of radioactive emissions could flood the Earth. Consequences would be fast and deadly for human life. As light and gamma rays released from the explosion hit satellites, they'd liquefy. When it penetrated the Earth's atmosphere, any communications equipment still operating would stop working. But you wouldn't have time to call anyone since the lethal substances brought in by the gamma rays, like neutrons and electromagnetic radiation, would take humans out in a handful of seconds. Not a happy outcome at all. Meanwhile, those shockwaves mentioned earlier will keep traveling through the universe, hitting everything in their path. So say goodbye to the asteroid belt and several planetary moons. The gas giants could hurl closer to the Sun or, even, move out of our solar system altogether. Now let us imagine that however we have survived the harmful radiations. But after few days flashes of light would appear in the sky. Slowly those flashes would get bigger and bigger and it would appear something like this. Without the gravitational influence of Jupiter, most big and small space rocks or asteroids would be approaching towards Earth. Millions of asteroids that were supposed to hit Earth were pulled by Jupiter's gravity. Life as we know today would not have existed without Jupiter. I hope you love this video. If yes, follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Thank you.